Welcome to this first episode of our virtual production vlog. So what's this all about? Well, this first episode, I just wanted to present to you of what we're doing here at the Academy Light, and as far as virtual production goes. And also I wanted to discuss what is virtual production. Virtual production is using computer graphic elements where you can place a person in any environment you want, and it's really limited to your imagination. We started in virtual production about 10 years ago. We used some software called Virtual Set from NewTek, and Virtual Set allowed us to film in a green screen, and we could have a background plate which was computer generated. We could have another plate that was for our person speaking, and another plate that was foreground. When it first came out, it was absolutely groundbreaking hardware and software technology. But the limitations to it is the camera, what you're watching this on, could not be moved. It had to be stationary, static. You could not move it. You could digitally zoom in and zoom out. You could swap to another camera location. But that was the limitations of this hardware and software that we have been using for the last 10 years. So where is virtual production now? Virtual production now is we can take a camera, a real physical camera, we can move it in three-dimensional space, and our virtual camera inside the computer will track that camera in real time, and the virtual camera will move exactly where our physical camera is. So we can move in 3D space. So virtual production now is real-time 3D photographic computer graphics, marrying that with real cameras and real people. So we can do that a couple of ways, where we can have a green screen set where our walls and floor are green screen. And there's another way that we can use it as where we have like giant television screen behind our talent, projecting the 3D graphics onto it. You've probably seen this in news and weather forecasts where they're using this technology. So that is what we want to do here at the Academy Light. The problem is that you just can't buy this technology off the shelf and implement it. If you have enough money, you can pay a company. If you have your millions of dollars, you can pay a company to set up a studio, set up the hardware, set up the software, get it all running, up and going. But obviously we don't have $1 million. So we're having to do a budget version of virtual production. And as far as you're concerned, from the other side of the screen, you won't notice the difference. The only difference is we're using off-the-shelf technology you can buy in a computer store or gaming store. In this case, this is a camera tracker, which is what we use on the camera to track its location in 3D space. So we're using off-the-shelf technology that is actually gaming technology, but we're integrating it into 3D software so we can track the camera. Now, where this gets difficult is there's no actual information of how to do it. There's no book we can buy that says this is how you do it. We're having to do all the research and development ourselves, trying to find out how to do this. We find a little bit of information here, we find another information here, and we're going, okay, we need this hardware and software to talk. And we're having to figure this all out for ourselves because it's so new. This area of filming is so new that it's just, no one's done a book on it or anything like that. We're having to talk with others who are trying to figure it out themselves. We're finding solutions, they're finding solutions. So that is one of the reasons we wanted to put this vlog together, was so, if you're a ministry that wants to get into virtual production, we're going to show you what we're doing here. all our mistakes, which you won't have to repeat. We won't tell you your mistakes, we'll just tell you how to do it correctly in the first place. Because we've made some mistakes because we didn't have the information available to us of how to integrate all of this technology. As I said, it's virtually new, and unless you're a company that has millions of dollars to throw at this and get other people to do it for you, it's just a difficult road to travel. But we're determined to travel this road and create a virtual production studio that we use for the kingdom of God. So some of the things you'll be seeing from these vlogs is we're going to have a look at hardware. What hardware can you buy that's affordable? We're having a look at the software, how to get the hardware and the software to talk to each other. That has been difficult in the fact that we're having to write programs for the hardware and the software to talk. And the software we're using, that programming language is called Blueprints. So we're going to have tutorials on how to write these blueprints so you can get it all working. The other things we still haven't decided on what direction we're going to take, whether we do a complete green screen or use a video wall. And obviously we can't actually afford a video wall. It's just too much cost involved in getting a video wall for what we want to do. Plus the power to run it is just horrendous. So just by those two options, there's no way that we can do an LED wall behind us. So what we're looking at, the two options is either do a complete green screen studio or we do video projection. Video projection is a viable option for us as it's relatively cheap. And the benefit of having the computer graphics rendered on a wall in real time behind you is the talent who's speaking can actually see the background and interact with it. There's also another benefit to it, is that you get real world lighting from the video projection. And you just can't get that if you're doing green screening. So we're seeing if video projection is certainly the direction we want to head, but there's a few bridges we need to cross and a few technological hurdles we need to overcome to get it to work for what we want to do. So, we're doing a budget version of what you see in Hollywood, but on the other side of the screen, you're not going to really notice the difference. The only difference is it's taken a lot of hard sweat and tears to get it to work. So, and I want to thank the people who have contributed to the studio, whether that's a small contribution or a large contribution. I want to thank you for contributing. And this here is our computer system that will be running the real-time computer graphics. We'll be talking about this computer system, what's needed to actually generate real-time photoreal 3D computer graphics. So that will be another one of the vlogs that will show you. So thank you to everyone who has contributed to us. You're making this possible. You're making this cutting-edge technology available to us so that we can bring content to you. So if you're a ministry that wants to, or is even intrigued by getting into virtual production, then stay tuned. Follow us on this journey that we're taking. It's exciting. I'm excited to start showing you what we've been able to do. And that's what these vlogs are about. Showing you and also helping other Christians set up a virtual production studio and not having to go through the headaches that we've certainly had trying to get this up and running. So thank you for watching and stay tuned.